Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It is time to do some makeup. And I thought it would be fun to do a makeup tutorial all about setting our makeup, making our makeup last. So that's what we're gonna do. I've already done my base face, but I'm gonna show you how to contour. And I'm gonna show you how I set my makeup. I am gonna add, I used Addiction Palette number 9 for my eyes off camera, but I just realized I'm gonna add just a little bit of this shimmery color right in the inner corner. That's Addiction Palette number 9, and it is a great palette because it has everything that you need, and I used the one and then I dropped it and it fell out. So that's what I used on my eyes, but we're not gonna focus on the eyes tonight. What we're gonna focus on is after you put your foundation on, how do you get your foundation to stay? Setting spray and translucent setting powder are two products that are going to help your makeup last. And it is really important to use setting spray and some sort of powder. Translucent setting powder is okay to use if you have mature skin. I'm just gonna show you how to use the translucent setting powder versus using it if you were younger. And I'm representing the mature skin lady. So that is, that's what I do. So I use the translucent setting powder, but you can use a pressed powder foundation to set it, but I'm not doing that tonight. I am only using translucent setting powder. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of lip therapy on my lips. And then we're gonna get started. Okay, so like I said, I already put my foundation on and I already did my eyes. I'm gonna save my mascara for last. And all I wanna do for underneath my eyes is I used a little bit of a blue liner tonight, just for something different. I am going to just go in there and touch that up. And now let's get rocking and rolling. So if you're just popping in, hello. If you want to network this out, all you have to do is click the SHARE button down below. So foundation is already on, concealer is already on. Now what I want to do is I want to contour. So you can use a stick foundation, you can use a concealer to contour. I'm gonna use the bronzer. Everything that I am using for my face is in this monthly bundle. So it's brushes, it's foundation, it's bronzers, it's highlight, and you can save up to 30%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in the light color bronzer, and I am going to just chisel out a little bit of a cheekbone. So this is gonna give some structure to my face. And then I'll do my forehead. Although my hair, my bangs are kind of on my forehead, so I really don't need to do a whole lot. If you wanna chisel out your jawline, then start underneath that jaw, and you're gonna give a nice contour. So that's gonna really make your jawline appear more chiseled. And all I do is I just pinch the brush and then I always go underneath my chin and then bring it down my neck. So you always wanna bring your contour down your neck. And then just blend it up into your hairline. super easy. There, so now we've created a little bit of a jawline. What I want to do next is just do a little contour on my nose. So I always take a smaller brush, and I'm gonna make this really, really easy. I'm gonna tap into the bronzer, and then what I do is I just go down either side of my nose, and I feel the bone. Hi, Beverly. So if you're just popping on tonight, we're just simply talking about contouring, setting your makeup, because a lot of times we don't know to set our makeup. It's really important to set and contour. If you're not a big contour person, don't worry about it. Just the way I showed you a second ago. Hey there, as you go underneath the jawline, and the matte bronzer in the color light is the one that I use. And this one is pretty good for all skin tones. If you are a little bit darker, then I would go a little bit darker, but you don't need to do that. And I already did my eyes. Off camera because I just really wanted to focus on things about contouring and setting and how you do that. So it's really important because it will give your makeup longevity. So I contoured the cheekbone a little bit. Now what I want to do is add some color to my cheeks. So I'm going to go in with my latest favorite color. This is a limited time only. So if you want to grab this beautiful color in Juicy Apricot, this is a gorgeous color. And then I just take an angled brush, and then I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks. So in order to have this makeup last all evening, because I will be at work, I have to have a setting powder and a setting spray. That is first and foremost. You don't want to walk out of the house with either one of those. And this is a super creamy all-in-one beauty stick. And after, don't worry, I'm going a little bit heavy, but the translucent setting powder will kind of calm this down. But just so you can see the color, and I like to bring it up on my forehead every once in a while. And if you're wondering what colors did I use for my eyes, I used Addiction Palette number 9, but like I said, I did that off camera. Okay, so cheeks are done, and now we want to highlight a little bit. We want to add a little bit of luminization to the cheeks, because that gives you some radiance, it gives you a dewy glow, and that therefore just is a sign of youth, just having that nice, beautiful, glowy finish to the skin. I'm gonna use one of my most favorite products. This is the color Blushing. It is a cream to powder luminizer. Again, all face products are on, oh, try going out and coming back. All face products are on sale. We still have about another week left of this month. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of this highlight. I'm sorry, Beverly, I don't know why that's happening. Then I'm just going to apply a little bit to the arch of my brow. And I did my face foundation off camera. So like I said, this was just all about contouring and setting. All right, so light bronzer, blushing luminizer, cream to powder. Very, very important cream to powder, especially for mature skin. And then for my blush, I used Juicy Apricot, which is an absolute stunner. Just gonna grab a little bit more highlight. And I am gonna set this. So you're like, wait, why did you put the powder on? Why did you put powder on when you're gonna set? It's okay. You can put translucent setting powder on top. So I'm gonna go in with the translucent setting powder. I'm gonna use my damp sponge that I used for my foundation. And then what I like to do is roll the sponge on my hand. That breaks it down even more. So if you have mature skin, my recommendation is go in and get out. So you can already see this is a lot more shiny and this side isn't. Translucent setting powder is your friend, even with mature skin. You just don't want to pack a ton on. And you want to use a damp sponge. So this is just going to set everything. It's going to mattify. And then if I want, I can add a little bit of the luminizer right on top. But you can see that mattified it a little bit. And then I'll do a little bit right under here. Do you keep losing me still, Beverly? Okay. So there we go. Now we got rid of some of that shine. And unfortunately, I can't get rid of that bump there because that is just, unfortunately, from allergies. There we go. So doing makeup tutorials, kind of talking about I think, are really important parts to doing our makeup. Making it last, keeping it set, because you don't put makeup on and then just walk away. You have to give it a little bit of love and attention. All right, so you can add, if you wanted to, stock up on translucent setting powder, a bronzer, a highlight, and you can use that bronzer for your eyeshadow. In addition to your contour, a twofer, and then your highlight, use it for your cheeks, obviously, and then you can use it on your eyes the way I did. So it's kind of giving yourself a little bit of a multi-purpose kind of product. So we did set the makeup. Now what we want to do with the translucent setting powder, setting spray is another element of doing your makeup. When you are completely finished with your makeup, you want to set everything. That is going to protect your makeup from the outside elements. Translucent setting powder absorbs the oil in your skin when our makeup breaks down. And all makeup is going to break down. Rather than adding more makeup to your skin, say about 5 hours after you've applied your makeup, go in with a little dusting of translucent setting powder, and there you've gone and refreshed your makeup without adding more product to your face. So that's what I usually do. I have a little bit of setting powder at work, and that is how I refresh my makeup. So I hope that clarifies that for anybody that might have had a question. Okay, I'm gonna spray my sponge with the setting spray. And now I'm gonna go in and just press this on. I like to use a sponge, then go in. And oftentimes I will do setting spray midway and then at the very end of my makeup. But I didn't do that this time. Gently press that on. That is just gonna lock everything in, and then my handy dandy new fan. This is just really gonna set it and make it stay. I'm gonna do my lips. And then we'll do lashes. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna wipe off my little lip mask. Go in with my kabuki brush just to mattify everything. There we go. Now let's line lips. Oh, here's my liner. Are you okay, Beverly? Can you see me, or am I still going in and out? All right. I'm gonna line my lips. If you want to line your lips, there's two reasons to line your lip. If you have a lot of lines in your lips, and when you do put lipstick on, you get feathering. Well, this will help contain that feathering, or also it really defines the lip. It's okay now? And then also another little tip is if you're wearing a lipstick that isn't that intense of a color, lining your lips all throughout is a great idea, because if it comes off, your lipstick, I mean, you have color underneath the lipstick. So that's a good little trick. All right, now let's go in with, I'm gonna use Graceful Opulence lipstick. Such a pretty color. Very pretty color. It's a great everyday shade. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of Minted. This is Minted. It's a soft pink. And I'm just gonna add that right to the center. That's gonna give some volume because it's light, and it's gonna draw the attention forward. So it's just gonna create a little bit more of a fuller looking lip. There we go. So that was Minted and Graceful Opulence lipstick. All right, what I'm going to do, because this is driving me crazy, is I'm gonna line my upper waterline. I feel like I'm missing something. So I'm gonna go in with a black liner, and I'm just gonna line very close to my lashes. I feel like I need a little something here. So in our bag, our arsenal of makeup goodies, having a translucent setting powder, a setting spray, should always be something that you grab. And our translucent setting powder is a water molecule base, so it goes on very cooling. It is great for mature skin. There, I feel like that is just giving some life to my eyes. Just gonna flick a little bit. There. Okay, so that just gave a little bit of a lift to the outer corner. Okay, now it is time for lashes. So lashes are very, very important in my opinion. That just makes the eyes bigger, bolder, wider, a lot more youthful. I've been using the Quadra 4 mascara, but I think I'm gonna change it up tonight, and I'm gonna go back to the original. I'm gonna prime my lashes, And I'm going to use the other mascara, the Twisted Epic mascara. So let me curl my lashes first, and then we're gonna go in with the primer. So the Quadra 4 mascara has the primer in it and the growth serum, but I'm just gonna change it up a little bit tonight and do something a little bit different. I highly recommend the Quadra mascara. If you've seen me apply it, you know what it looks like. Like I said, I'm just doing something a little different. I'm sure you guys are tired of watching me doing the Quadra mascara. And curling lashes is very important. It's just gonna give a really beautiful little lift. All right, I'm gonna go in with the primer. So if you're not into a tubing mascara and you still want length and volume, then grab your primer. That's gonna do it. And then use the Esteem Lash Serum at night, because that's in the Quadra 4 mascara. Serum, growth serum, and primer. But if that is not your jam, then wear the primer and then use your growth serum at night and in the AM. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. All right, so that left a white coating on the lashes, which it should. Now let's find the Twisted Epic mascara. Here it is. Everything is black, so it's so hard for me to find anything. All right, I'm gonna do the lower lashes with the smaller wand. And the smaller wand really helps get those hard to grab lashes. It also helps separate and fan them out. And then the bigger wand is just gonna give it a lot of volume. And I haven't used this in about a month because I've been using the Quadra. I think it's time for a new one. There we go. So if you've had your mascara for more than 3 months, pitch it. Because what happens, it starts to dry out, and from opening and closing it, it creates these kind of icky little microscopic bugs, and it will develop a smell to it. That way you know, that's a sure way to know that your mascara is old. Yeah, and you don't want to keep it for more than 3 months. I've had mine way too long. Okay. All right. I think that is everything. Just go back in with a little dusting. And call it a day. So that is how to kind of fine tune your makeup with some very, very important products that you should have in your makeup bag. Setting spray, setting powder, and then that's gonna make your makeup last. Want to create a contour, use your matte bronzer to contour, and then your blush, and you are good to go, along with a little bit of a highlight. So if you watch this on the replay, please type in #replay so I can thank you for popping in. So have a great evening, and I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Bye.